Hi friends, how's it going today? Today we are going to learn how to reduce a little bit of age in a photo. We're going to use some layers, some heel brush, clone stamp, all kind of fun things. These are definitely tips and tricks that you can apply to your own photos, maybe even pictures of yourself or your family, client photos, all those kind of things. So let's get started. I'm just going to kind of start right here on the forehead. And the first thing I'm going to do, because I don't want to take away everything, I want to leave some things back, but it's easier if we just hit Control J to make a duplicate layer. So now I have my background layer, and we're just going to edit this top layer. I'm going to go over here and grab my healing brush, um, spot healing brush. I'm not using the heal brush tool. I prefer the spot healing brush so I don't have to alt click. And I'm just going to click along these little forehead wrinkles. There we go. And so you see I am completely removing them, which is not what we want, and I'll show you how we're going to fix that later. Uh, that is good. This is a little bit bright to me. It's probably my light's a little too hot. So we're going to go to our clone stamp and darken mode, like 20%. Alt click. There we go. Alt click. Very nice. Back to my heel brush tool. Just kind of brush that. I see like a repeating pattern that I don't like. There we go. I want to lighten this over here, so I'm going to grab my clone stamp in lighten mode, 12%, alt click. There we go. Probably just do the same over here, and then darken, alt click, just kind of blending everything in. Also, let's just hit right here, right there, bridge of the nose. Okay, so that's what we have for forehead. Now let's I'm just kind of hitting just a few more things. Sorry. I thought I was happy, but now I thought I would just be a little more picky. There we go. And this is all just click, 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 click. I don't like this line. See, like this is like dark, this is light. Clone stamp, lighten, and 20%. Alt click, maybe. Alt click, no. Go down to 12%. There we go. Okay, and we're going to work on that. So now we have like smooth forehead, not exactly what we're going for. So we're going to go over here to our opacity and boom, just drag this down, move it back up till we have a little bit of texture in the face. There's our original. Here's what we've gone to. Original, gone to. I think that's great. We still have some texture, some color, some everything that was originally there, but it's just not so much. So let's just continue. I'm going to flatten this. You can hit F8 on your keyboard if you have my actions. If you need a copy of my actions, Gretchen at GretchenOtero.com, or you can just go to Layer, Flatten Image. So I'm going to click F8 and Control J again to make a new layer, and let's just work our way down. So I have my clone stamp. We're going to go with darken 21% and take care of this shiny right here. I usually don't darken under eyes. Today I am, because that's what this gentleman needs. Just going to hit in there too. I'm just clicking down here and then single clicking around the eyes. I'm going to look at my before and after. Before, after. I like that. That's perfect. I'm not going to reduce this layer at all because I like it just how it is. I'm going to go ahead and say F8 to flatten, make a new layer. So basically, once I flatten it, I've committed to saying, okay, yes, this is how I want it to be. This is how it's going to look. I'm not going to make any more changes to that, what I've just done. I could go back here if I had enough history states and use a history brush, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm just committing to saying, yep, this is what I want. Next thing I'm going to fix this here. I'm not sure how. Let's see, alt click in a darken mode, see what happens. And then I'm just going to switch to a lighten mode, Alt click, and okay, maybe. And then grab my heel brush, zoom way in. I think sometimes people think it's awkward, like when they're watching me work and I'm zooming way in, but I guess after years of doing this, it doesn't feel awkward to me anymore because I'm just looking at such a small little area as I work. Yeah, that's kind of okay. Not my favorite. See if we do this. Eyedropper tool, select this, brush, normal mode, maybe 20%. Made it smaller with my bracket keys. And then I'm going to reduce the opacity of this and leave some of that there. There we go, before, after. That looks good. I'm happy with that. F8 to flatten. Let's continue on down the face. Clone stamp, lighten 21%. Alt click right here. Alt click right here. Alt clicked over here. There we go. I'm going to go to darken, maybe 30%. Alt click, hit that little shiny spot. Shiny. There we go. Looking good. Go back to my lighten mode. Alt click right here. I'm going to try this. Ooh, guys, I should have been in a layer. So I'm going to stop right there. Control J, make a layer before I do anything else. This is okay. We worked in a layer up here. I did not work in a layer down here. Completely fine because I haven't gone overboard. I don't want to reduce anything. So I'm completely fine with that. So here's our before. Here's our after. And we have a layer now that we're working on. So I'm going to grab my sponge tool, desaturate at 27%, make it a little bit bigger, and I just hit right there on the nose. I'm going to hit Control Z and just make my brush a little bigger and one click. So before, after. I do like that. I'm good with that. I'm going to make another layer. There we go. And just clone lighten. Hit down here. Nope. So sometimes you might like make a mistake, and that's okay, guys. Just hit Control Z to undo. Control Z is your best friend, and it'll go back multiple history states. If I hit Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, it'll go back up. If you want it to go forward, you can just click back right down here on your history palette. There we go. If you ever lose your history palette, you can go up here to Windows, History. You can select all kind of little windows that you want to see. If you want to learn to set up your workspace like I have mine, I have a video for that, so check that out. Usually I think it's in the description, so go ahead and click there to follow that. So we're still just alt clicking. This hair we're going to fix in a minute, but I don't want to reduce the opacity of that fix at all. So we're going to wait till we're not on a layer to fix that. I'm just going to go in. Here's my heel brush tool. Keyboard shortcut J, and I'm just going to kind of hit a few things that I see. There we go. Look at our before and after. Before, after. I think it's really okay without reducing the opacity. There's before, there's after. Maybe just a hair, like 70%. Hit F8 to flatten. Clone stamp. Missed a whisker. That's hard to say. Missed a whisker. Oh my gosh. Missed a whisker. That's a tongue twister. Oh. And then right here, I just want to lighten this. I'm going to hit the I for eyedropper, select this, go to my brush, lighten mode, 24% is good. Boom, right there. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. That's good. We have a little coloring going on with the lips that I want to address. I'm going to use my eyedropper tool, select this color. Now we got to be super careful because we do not want to put lipstick on this man, of course, but we do want to even out this little bit of tone here. So we're just going to go boom. There we go. One click, boom. Maybe one more. Okay, I'm okay with that. And then heel brush, there's just this line. Nope, Control Z. There. So before, after, I'm good with that. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. F8 to flatten. I don't even think we were on a layer. I hit F8 a lot because who knows? Maybe I am on a layer. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I want to flatten. So let's see. Let's darken this. Clone stamp. Darken 31%. Alt click. Boom. I'm just taking out a little bit of the shine that we don't need. Very nice. Let's do this. Filter, go down here to liquefy. Squeezy, squeezy. I'm using this, what do they call it? Forward warp tool. This is usually what I use to kind of push waist in or faces. Never hurts to just squeeze a little. You always want to make sure you're not warping your background. If he was like against a wooden fence or something, we don't want it to be obvious that we have squished anything in. So there's before and after. Just a little tuck, little tuck never hurt anybody. His eyes are super clear, super beautiful. So I'm just going to grab my sponge tool, closely zoom in right here on the whites. That's awesome. And then I'm going to click my sparkle eyes button, Control Z, I hit sharpen. There's our sparkle eyes button with my history brush at 36%. I'm just going to brush in those eyes. Love that. And I think I'm good with this. Let's zoom like way up. Well, let's go here. I'm going to add a black vignette because I like to add that to all my photos. It draws the viewer's eye just right in the middle to the subject. There we go. Boom. There's our before and after on the vignette. And I absolutely love this. I think he still looks like himself, just a little bit younger or a little bit with less shadow, less contrast. I think that looks really nice. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. If you need a copy of my actions or if you have anything you need help with, Gretchen at GretchenOtero.com, and I'll be glad to talk to you. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.